As most of the world struggles to contain a still surging pandemic, China is over the worst, and things are getting back to normal. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer reports.
Margaret, now that the worst is over and there's no sign so far anyway of a second wave of infection, China declared a national day of mourning. Nationwide, people stopped wherever they were and joined President Xi and the party leadership to remember what China says was 3,333 victims. That now sounds shockingly low compared to more than 30,000 deaths in Europe alone. In Spain, a pop-up hospital in Madrid's conference center has 1,000 acutely ill patients. The country has the second largest number of cases in the world after the United States. But at last, some good news. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced the peak is almost over. And in Italy, too, the rates of infection and death have flattened. Grateful shoppers in Rome were back at a local street market this weekend after one of the strictest lockdowns anywhere. By contrast, in much of the developing world, including Brazil, the death toll is mounting fast. There, President Bolsonaro tweeted that coronavirus is just a little flu, which so infuriated Rio citizens they beat pots and pans on their balconies to protest his lack of leadership. Here in the UK, there is still limited freedom of movement. Evidence suggests the infection will peak next weekend. Prime Minister Boris Johnson, himself still sick with COVID-19, begged people to continue to follow the rules.
Please, please stick with the guidance now.
That is, if you go out for exercise, stay 2 yards apart and heed the police. One British institution did go ahead this weekend, the Grand National Horse Race, but virtually. Britons could bet on these computer-generated horses. All the proceeds went to healthcare. In a few hours, Queen Elizabeth is going to make a rare special address to the nation. Just the 5th time she's done that in almost 70 years on the throne. It's to unify the country and to thank people for everything they've done in this time of extraordinary hardship. Margaret?
Elizabeth Palmer, thank you.